Welcome to Research Business Daily Report. It's made possible by RBDR's exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR. Please pay it a visit. We'll talk about it a little bit later. I'm Bob Lederer. The Nielsen Company may be up for sale to the highest bidder. However, that doesn't need to stop us from taking a look inside the business. And we asked our media guru, Bill Harvey, to give us an assessment of Nielsen's watch or TV, radio, internet, and other related media businesses, that sector of the business. Here are his thoughts. Bill?
I recently had the pleasure of a conversation with Megan Clarkin, the president of Nielsen's watch division, and brought myself up to date with what Nielsen is doing right now. I think it's very exciting. This is a year my colleagues and I have been talking a lot about the historical turning point that we're in this year now, with both Nielsen and Comscore actually coming out with something like the cross-platform services that the industry's been asking for about 8 or more years now. To focus on Nielsen, in today's report, Google has now joined the total ad ratings capability, meaning the walled garden is not going to be walled insofar as being able to measure what your campaign did in the huge part of the digital world that Google represents. So that is a major move for them. It harks back to what they did starting 8 years ago with Facebook, where Facebook contributed sex-age persons identification to Nielsen's digital measurement. So these are the two big power players that account for the bulk of all digital spend, and they're now supporting the Nielsen franchise. For the last 6 months or so, there have been no diaries in the diary-only markets, formerly diary-only markets, that Nielsen reported on for local television audience measurement. And again, they're moving this digital measurement into the local markets. So it's really cross-platform, both nationally and locally. And it's supported, as I said, by Google and Facebook contributions to the ultimate accuracy. A long, long time ago, we had 2 local market TV services. We've never had 2 national TV services for any length of time. AGB came and went. Smart TV never quite got there. RD Percy never quite got there. Arbitron, Scan America never got there. But we did have a long period of time, many years, some of us can still remember, where we had 2 services to measure local television. And that's a wonderful thing when you have 2 services. When you see something that looks like it could be a fluke or it could be real, to have another one to look at and see whether it supports the other one, is tremendously valuable. It's the kind of luxury we never have had in national, but we did have it once local. What's happening now at least holds the possibility that there will be 2 services going into the future. Why do I say that? They're very similar and yet differentiated. They both respect big data, but what they do is slightly different, but significantly so. Megan told me that when I asked, well, what will be the ultimate sample size when you do a measurement cross-platform? And she said, well, it's the 100,000 national sample. Everything will come back into the national panel. So the big data will be used to inform the results, but the sample size ultimately will be the deterministic match against the 100,000. Whereas Comscore is planning to go the other way. The published findings will be based on the big data without, quote unquote, conforming it or correcting it, maybe the way Nielsen looks at it, back to the probability sample. The only way we're going to get even a gut feeling about which is right and which is wrong is to track both of them together and to compare them against other things like server-side data, publishers' own data, which is not perfect either. So we'll have those 3 things to compare for some period of time. And out of that crucible will come perhaps a better idea as to which service is providing better, more accurate information.
That's your Research Business Daily Report, made possible by members of our exclusive community on the crowdfunding platform Patreon.com. RBDR is produced thanks to the interest and the support of our viewers who watch our videos every Monday through Thursday. Now, those supporters from Patreon tell us over and over again that they are regularly finding valuable information that helps them, and in some cases, their customer base. And we trust that that is the same for many of you out there in RBDR viewing land who haven't yet joined us as a patron. We've got 45 weeks of the video series planned for this year, so you can be sure there is a tremendous amount of valuable information coming your way during the course of 2019. So, with that being the case, we hope that you will join in and become a supporter, which is easy enough to do by visiting patreon.com/RBDR, where you can select a small, medium, or maybe even a large level of patronage. Whichever way you go, we want to thank you. We hope you have a great research day and that the research week is a good one for you. Please enjoy your upcoming weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here with us on Monday.